Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth, the truth. You have to go back to the roots, Go to the roots, Yeah, man, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. I want to welcome all of you to today's edition of the Afridamus Report. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been almost 4 weeks probably since I last did a show from my studio here. As you are aware, I don't know if some of you have been following. If you are aware, I visited the Gambia. So it's been 20 years since the last time I visited. So as you can imagine, I experienced, something that most people, probably haven't experienced. So as you know, now that gives me the credit to be able to give you the 1 week updates on the Gambia. I am going to tell you everything that you need to know. Who should go there, who shouldn't, what your mentality and your perspective should be. Because you see, a lot of the people that tell you these stories, the people that tell you, they're just telling you fantasies. They are not giving you facts. So I'm over here to give you facts. I'm not giving you stories, they call it the couch story. People sitting in their couch, barely living the environment that they're in, and yet they want to give you stories about what is happening across the ocean, across oceans. So I took the step to travel deep into the Gambia to show you things that many other people, as they claim to be YouTubers, right? They want to give you the story. But the stories that they are giving you is because they believe that's what you want, right? And since some people have, latched onto victimhood, now they come and sell that story to you. They talk about, oh, it is racism, it is Islamophobism, is it all this? It is refreshing, ladies and gentlemen, it was refreshing to be away from that sort of talk for weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, I started realizing, I said, you know what's going on? In America, people are broken. People are broken. So most of the complaints you're getting from the people in the Gambia that are telling you what is going on, these are people that brought their own drama with them. This is the truth. Because you see, when I arrived, being someone who, is a native from the place, so I went there, I experienced both sides. Some see me as a black person, black American. I was telling you guys, there's a difference, right? So that gives me the undercover privilege to be able to infiltrate, because you see, not only am I going as an ordinary black person, a native that is mistaken as just a black person, but I'm also very much versed in the black culture. Think about it. I have interacted, and understand the black culture. But now, when you have people who are broken, instead of using that to their advantage, because you see, whatever situation you find yourself in, whatever perception people have of you, it doesn't matter what they think. How you use that, what you can use it to your advantage or to your disadvantage. I get it. I have a lot more advantage than most people that will be watching me here because they cannot speak the language. Now that's where I come into play. That's where I help you out so that you see what is going on. You see who is scamming you. Look, there is scammers in the Gambia as well. And these scammers are from the diaspora. Diaspora people targeting diaspora. Criminal syndicate. I will come to that. And again, another good news I have to give you guys. You guys remember, I did a video here that I analyzed about the Gambian politicians who was in cahoots with Blacksit, right? I also uncovered that he lost in the elections. You guys remember I called into all that. So as the week go by, I'm going to uncover all of that. But before I do that, let me give you a little glimpse to you guys, of some of my experiences over there in the Gambia. This would be something completely different. It's not, the drama that you are used to. They made the place look so bad. You must realize when I arrived in the Gambia, here's what I discovered. After 20 years plus, as you guys know, that's a whole generation, you know, people born and raised within that time, becoming adults, living their life. So that's not just 20 days. So I'm going to break it down to you what I have seen. So the country have changed, the mentality have changed, people have changed. What I've seen is opportunity all around, all over. But now, you as an individual that is going to this place, you have to meet the right people. You have to hook up with the right people. The things that you wouldn't do in the United States, why would you do those over there? Now you set yourself up. You know how people say they jack up the price on things? No, 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 no. I have discovered what a lot of people are complaining about. No need to complain. If you are speaking of free market, that place in the Gambia, that's where real free marketing is exercised. In the market, most of the place, the things they don't, it's not like America where the prices have already been set. If someone you show up and the person says $1,000 to you, and you're dumb enough to pay it, guess what? The person wins, right? But you are supposed to negotiate instead of crying, saying, "Oh, they are pulling a fast one on me." You see, like I said, when they see me, they think I'm black, right? The people think I'm black. So, but I know the language. That's my secret power. And I know that in this market, there is bargaining. But if you are roaming around, making it obvious that you are a domesticated black from the West, now you've brought yourself on the slaughter, on the slaughter bed. And I don't think you that is watching me that want to go to this place, you should, you know, take your money and send it to anyone in that country. I don't care how you and this person, I don't care what they tell you. Because you guys remember Black Seed, right? How was Black Seed able to, swindle all these people? Because they are not taking personal accountability. I have followed their trail. I have learned the secrets, the lies. Now, instead of getting upset at them, I'm going to give you the answer on how to overcome everything that they've put people through. Because you see, when you're sitting on your couch over here, you've got this couch scholars talking about, hey, I read books about Africa. I Google stuff. Hey, that's all fine and dandy. Okay? Oh, it is racism, is sexism. Rule number one, never show up broke to the Gambia or any African country. Because you see, in Africa, money works, bullshit talks. But that's it. If you just want to bullshit, you would find people that would bullshit with you. But you see, you have to exercise your power. You remember the story of Moses and the Pharaoh? When Moses was the leader of the slaves, saving the Israelites from the Pharaoh. How did it happen? The conversation between Moses and God. They were chased by the Pharaoh. You see, your problems would chase you. But no problem would present itself if you don't have the answers. All the answers is in your hand. It's all up to you to recognize it. You see, when Pharaoh chased Moses, they came to the Red Sea. Moses asked God, he said, what am I going to do? He said, all the answers you need is in your hand. When Moses recognized the power he had in his hand, the staff, spread it over the Red Sea, and the water parted, because that water was the obstacle. When he moved his hand, all the obstacles in front of him moved. Now you have to learn how to use your power. When you give other people your power, don't be surprised when things don't go the way you thought they were supposed to. You've been lied to. Many of these people have lied to you. They give you mediocre stories. Look behind me. These pictures, the places that I have visited, did they ever sell this to you? In fact, they're telling you, oh, the Gambian people are retarded, they are this and that. No, there are people, of course, who act like they are retarded. But now, if you go to a place and you are only attracting retarded people, who should you blame for that? Yourself or the other people? If wherever you go, you are getting scammed, who should you blame? Nobody but yourself. Okay? No one but yourself. Let me give you a little glimpse of, the type of things I have, engage in, so that you get an idea. Because you didn't see me doing a beggar turn on YouTube. You see, the people, they come here, they sell you, stories, that make you feel powerless, because they know that's what you believe. So you can donate to them. And for the people that said, build your country, don't worry. I have begun. I am certainly going to do that. But before I get into the jinx of the conversation, let me show you a little bit of, some of the things you could do, when you visit the Gambia. Here we go. Give me a second. Amazing, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed that little snippet of what I'm giving you here. In fact, I have tons of videos that, you know, that would keep you people, I mean, it would shock you because of the stories that were sold to you from some of your professional beggars that are there in the Gambia. It's a beautiful place. I have met people who, you know, from the UK via Jamaica. Let me tell you, these Jamaicans are very, very ambitious. They have dreams and they implement their dreams. These are people that you don't even see on YouTube sitting on huge pieces of land, built up. They built it to their desire. So those who have the money to do it, they are doing it in secret. You're not hearing it. So I'm not here to tell you, stories to try to, make people clash head. No, I am giving you the truth. You have some who are just selling you pipe dreams. They are telling you put your name on plaques to put it on a wall, and you are buying into that. I'm showing you the way where you could go walk with lions. Are you seeing that? You can attend live concerts. You can feel relaxed. You don't have to associate with yourself with people who are going to scam you, people that are going to lie to you. Like Audrey said here, the Beg family. Hey, Audrey, you said it, not me. But like I said, this broadcast would help you understand what is going on. As my title said, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Yes, when I arrived in the Gambia right away, I had, like the feeling was great. It was beautiful. You know, I was ready to rock and roll. But the great thing is, I met the right people. Shout out to Kunta Kinte. You guys, that's Kunta Kinte. In fact, he's in the chat here. Say hello to Kunta Kinte, the best tour guide there is. The best tour guide. If you want to have the same experience or better than what I'm talking about here, Kunta Kinte is the man to go to. I'm not here to just blow it and try to just tell you this story. I'm speaking to those of you that are serious about having a good time. For those of you that want to go to a place like the Gambia and have the best experience of your life, because it is there. Don't listen to people that are selling you broke stories, people that are begging. They are not there to help you. They are there to sell you a story from the West called racism. Some of you, the mistake you make is going to these places and acting like a runaway slave. What do I mean by that? You showing up talking about, oh, it is the white man I'm running away from and all. Like people don't buy that story. I'm just telling you. They don't buy that story. And these people are so loud. They are loud on the internet and make you feel like they are greater than life. Their presence, people aren't even aware of it. They tell you, oh, we want to employ the people. How are you going to employ the people when you cannot even employ yourself? Before you go to these places, you have to be ready to be an investor. Plain and simple. The people that are making it there, they are investors. See, if you have the things in place, you are ready to work and do for yourself, this is the place to be. The Indians that some of these people talk about, they are not there swindling anyone. Their businesses is number one. The customer service is great. In the Gambia, I have to tell you, Gambian people, when it comes to customer service, terrible. That would be an entire different show. They have a bank there called the Eco Bank. They have a branch at the Senegambia region. That's the tourist area where all the international people meet at. So some of you that talk about saying it's racism whatsoever, no. Even white people get the boot. The same nasty way of doing things. That's what's there. Or how they exaggerate the sex tourism. It's not even like that. It's like within a small block. I went around the area and there is many of these foreign girls over there. It's not even that many, but still it is there. So the people that are engaging your mind into gossips, that's not what you want to engage in, because you see, if you are not about that, you won't listen to it. So that's where I come into play. The land situation, I have arranged all that for you as well to see, because you see, myself, I acquired a big piece of land over there with my own stream. I mean, a river stream that empties into the ocean. Who else would have taught you about all these things? The people that say there's nothing to see in the Gambia, they don't know. They are lying to you. They are lying to you. Do not waste your time or saying you trying to, meet and kumbaya with everybody. Do you even know these people? Do you know their ambitions? So just make sure you visit, separate yourself from what you are accustomed to. This idea that you go in thinking you are there to save people, you cannot save anyone. Are you listening to me? You cannot save anybody. You have to save you. I have seen businesses there. Like, I went to a hair place to get my dreads retwisted. It was done by some, a hair place, very well. I mean, this place is like just like you would get here in the States. They are from Maryland. There are black people there too who are doing it. But the Jamaicans are at the top of the food chain when it comes to the black reparts, making it happen, because they are mostly buying lands. So when these people that are coming here telling you, let's join together and do things, yes, that is a noble cause. You can do that, but you have to beware of MLM schemes. MLM schemes, you have to be aware of that. Or sending your money to somebody to buy you land. How do you know you like this land? Do you know the distances from places? You don't know this. You are being swindled. I know some of you are not gonna want to hear this, but I have come to the conclusion, and I would be giving you more and more because of my investigation. People like Juliet, they have a team to swindle you. I have talked to several people over there. So that's why I said the good, the bad, and the ugly. The Gambia is a beautiful place, beautiful, lovely place. The country is more advanced than the people living there. Because the people themselves, not all, not all, but most, they have issues. They have crazy issues. But now, again, it's not all. You would find your niche where to fit in. You would find the people that will work with you. But you have to pick and choose. You have to know who to mingle with. Because if you associate yourself with the wrong people, don't be surprised when wrong things happen to you, or when you show up thinking that you know better. Yes, like I said, the people, some of them, they have major issues, especially the bank ladies, the people at the bank. Jesus, the customer service is terrible. The Eco Bank, supposed to be the Pan-African Bank. If you go there, those people, they don't know much. They have chip on their shoulder. They are not very nice people. It's supposed to be the smiling coast, but these people turn it into the frowning coast. So you see, when some of you encounter these things, you all of a sudden start breaking down. You shouldn't. You confront these people with the truth, because that's what I did. And that's what other people are doing as well. It's not there to fight other people, but you set the tone of how things are going to happen. Because you have to realize, right? The place you're going to is completely different from where you're coming from. Because I encountered the same thing when I went to Belgium. The Belgians, their customer service sucks also. So for when people say America is not as nice, that's because you haven't been to these other places. But you cannot let that discourage you, because there is ways around it. It doesn't matter how much darkness is around, there would always be a light. So if you have any questions when it comes to, what to do when you get to the Gambia, I have already uncovered that for you. Feel free, feel free to ask me any question. I would give you the real answer. I would even introduce you to people that can help you in a legal way. I can also suggest places to you that you can visit. Do not, again, do not send your money to anybody, whether it's Juliet or whoever, whatever name they call themselves. Do not do it. Do not join organizations. If you have your dream, go there and see for yourself. See what you can get. Don't try to pull a fast one on the people either, because you see, you're going to reap what you sow. Plain and simple. Don't go with this idea that, oh, I'm black, you black. People don't give a damn about that. Be a good person, have the character, and go there, humble yourself. You would get the best results. Just, be fair, treat people the way you would want to be treated, but also do not let people walk all over you. Use common sense. Pay attention to what is being done. Do not allow people to keep you powerless by not opening your eyes to the things that you need to know. Any transactions you run, make sure you are in the middle of it. Make sure you learn what the transaction is. Because if not, you're going to have a tough time. A tough time. And then you're going to go, oh, the Gambian people, they don't do this and that, X, Y, and Z. In the meantime, you fail to take personal responsibility, because many have, you're so used to your hand being held by the white man in America. Now, all of a sudden, you find yourself in these places where you're supposed to learn and bargain. These things that I'm telling you here, you notice I'm not complaining. I'm telling you what the environment is and how to overcome it. It's not like your other YouTubers who come and tell you, complaining. What does that complaint do? Nothing. It is making you feel helpless. Because when you feel helpless, that means you would rely on them. Why should you rely on a group of people who themselves are helpless in that environment? You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should not. Just pay close attention to what I'm telling you. What is even your dream? Like why do you want to go there? That's what you should ask yourself. Because if it's about business, trust me, there is plenty of opportunity for ambitious people. I'm just telling you facts here. Plenty of opportunity for ambitious people. Like when people try to talk about government, I don't listen to that because, like I was trying to say, they are not in your way. And some of you try to come and argue because you don't understand what I'm talking about. Why should you worry about, things and people who like don't concern you? They are not in your way. Now it's you versus you. What do you really want to do? Instead of trying to pass it off to someone to try to get that person to do for you that you things that you're supposed to do. All these people coming telling you, oh, let me be your leader, to take you, to show you, they are all fake. I'm here to tell you that right now. They are fake. How can they show you around or hold your hand around when they can't even speak the language? I'm just telling you. This is why they always have to bring you negative report. I'm giving you a report that would make your visit exciting and how to navigate that society. It is ripe for the people who want to make things happen, who want to move into, the next century without restrictions. You see? This is not for people who are weak minded. It's not for people who are still begging and saying, oh, we're waiting for reparation. Let them wait for that. You that want to make stuff happen for yourself, you can make that happen because there are people, like I said, they are not on YouTube. They are making it happen. They are making it happen. But in the meantime, you are over here setting yourself up by being entertained by these other people telling you, hey, it is racism, sexism. Look, these people have so much time in their hand, right? To go tell you who owns what in that country. In the meantime, the people who are serious are owning stuff and making stuff happen. That's the whole point I'm trying to make here. All this other stuff talking about Africans love me, they don't love you. Like, do you love yourself? Because it starts with you. What do you care about if someone loves you or don't love you, as long as you are able to make things happen? The things that you want to see are happening. So you have to humble yourself down. Just because you read some books or Google stuff, you know nothing. Trust me, when you get there, that's when you would realize this. And for those of you, when you realize it, instead of crying to say, oh, it's because I'm black, you want to put everything on this blackness. No, you are weak. And it's okay not to know, but you have to accept it first so that you can go past that. You guys remember I interviewed a woman here on my channel before, um, raising vibes. She gave some, obstacles that she faced when she was in the Gambia at the airport. Like she missed a flight. That happened to me as well. And I remember there was some people who were harsh and hostile talking about, oh, she should know better, blah, blah, blah. No, she is serious. The lack of customer service and how they're willing to waste your time, this is true. So Gambians, this is not only to the reparts, this is to Gambians as well. Make sure you share, this video so it reaches everyone, so that people know that the way they speak to people is unacceptable, is despicable. These people they should learn interpersonal skills, personal communication. This aggression and being angry, frowning, showing so much hate, they need to stop this. They really need to stop it. You show up at a bank, you have these women sitting there on the phone talking about useless things. They want you to wear a mask in that hot weather when they are not wearing one. Hypocrisy at best. But don't let that discourage you, because again, the good, the bad, and the ugly, that happens there. But you see, I'm not over here exaggerating that to try to make it seem like that's everything. No, it is not. That's just part of it. But here's how to combat that. Because you see, I noticed I went to the Indian restaurants, right? I still stand by the interview I did on the Kinganda channel when I said Africans, majority, are lazy. I still stand by that. But there are some who are motivated by money. When you go to the Gambian establishment, they don't move fast, everything is slow. But when you go to the Indians, the ones that work there, they do the job right. Everything moves fast. So for some of you who are mediocre, instead of learning from the Indians, you just start hating on them. That's not the way to go. You see, you have to learn and do things that work for you. So it moves fast, right? When you go to the tourist area, the hospitality area, the service is great. The people that talk to you are nicer. But now, when you go to the bank and these other governmental places, now that's where you face problems. It's no different than going to a ghetto, DMV, Department of License. You know how you got the woman behind the counter giving you attitude with her, messed up weave. The same thing. I don't know what they call that stuff, because this one woman, look, I don't look at the hair, but her weave was so bad. I think that's what made her upset at me, because I couldn't overlook, like it's like a glue thing on the side of the head. But this woman was so mean and obnoxious. But luckily, we found another one that replaced her, that was able to get the job done. And her attitude wasn't only directed at myself, this same attitude was directed at pretty much any customer. I went and spoke to their quote unquote branch manager. His attitude was even more messed up, people. So I asked him, I said, do you guys not like your customers, or you just don't like money? Here's what I have to tell you guys who don't understand what is happening here. Imagine people that think alike, business people. There's a mall right there, right? I was talking to a woman named Aunt Mary. She has a business over there. These are the type of people you want to connect with, not the people who are going to scam you, people who are trying to align themselves with politicians, people who are into drama. They are always going to be, involved involved with the police, and then they come on here and pretend like they are innocent. Some of these people have even got me to be on their side, but I have learned quite a lot. I have learned quite a lot. See, I'm I'm not someone who feels too big to change my position on new information. You see? So these people, they what they do is they put you in a position for you to be vulnerable. I mean, when you're vulnerable now, you show up. Now you are all pompous because they filled you with the, we all black thing. So they are giving you information that doesn't serve you where you're going. This is where the disappointment is. Because you're gonna go, because you know how some here say, oh yo, the Africans are copying us. Look, the people over there, they don't think about you. Okay, you have even the second generation Africans born in the West. Those of you that like to way talk about Africa, you are just talking fantasy. Sit back, go play your video game, or if you want to learn, let the people that know teach you about this. Okay, your obsessions, you guys are obsessed with the skin color thing and all that crap. The people do not care about this. Develop your common sense. If not, you would be consumed, because now you are finding yourself in a completely different territory where the sharks are swimming. The people that are telling you, oh, come on over to Africa. Oh, send us your money. Look at the story with Travel with Tete, which I'm going to reach out to her so she can come tell you her story. Isn't that what happened to her? You guys remember that? That's what happened to her before. So to avoid that, listen to this information I'm giving you. Don't let your ego, blind you to the facts. It is exciting when you watch the videos. Of course, it is exciting. It's going to make you feel like, yeah, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You remember how some said they're going to go to Africa, they're going to colonize the place? I would like to see that. It's like it's like being dropped in the ocean. You are just one of many other creatures. In fact, you are so blind. Not only are you in that ocean, you are blind. You're there with your eyes, but you're blind. Because there's something called language. Language. And when you go, you think you can pull a fast one on the people there? Think about this. They know the system. They know the language. They know everything. That's what happened to Black Sid. They don't know this. I did my work. The people are onto her. They already know. They are aware. They know what is happening. So if you're looking towards that, don't even waste your time. Oh, Kawasi said, how was the food? Oh man, Kawasi, you gotta go see some of my pictures, my videos. You can see there that I have put on some weight because of all the good food I have been consuming, people. I'm talking delicious food. Talk about, from the meats, you talk about vegetarian, vegetables, you have fruits of all kind, oranges, you have cashews. I mean, you can name it. It's like being in heaven. It's beautiful. The mangoes, I was able to go find my favorite mangoes. I was trying to bring it, but after what I have encountered on my way back, because in Belgium they acted like Nazis. They didn't want me to bring some type of fruit. They call it the kaba fruit that I was bringing back. They didn't want me to bring it. But people, I made sure I brought that back with me. It was difficult, but I pulled it off. I mean, thanks for that question. Man, I mean, the food was great. The food was amazing. I mean, Audrey said, and people think Africans are starving. Man, let them keep thinking that. I'm telling you, let them keep thinking that. Okay? Because, I mean, like there's food everywhere. Everywhere. The people that are telling you, the people are starving there. I don't know about other places, but when I got to the Gambia, I didn't see people starving. I mean, there's food everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, fresh food. I mean, the soil there is fertile, like fruits and vegetables. I mean, there's food everywhere. Everywhere. So when people are telling you send them money because they want to help save the people, it's a total lie. It's a total lie. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't come here today to stay very long. Just want to let you guys know I'm back, and we're gonna be doing the regular shows again. I'm gonna touch on all the different topics not only from what is happening in the Gambia, but you guys know the usual. Because even, just getting back, I saw that there is so much going on the streets of America that I would have to eventually, talk about that as well. But until next time, people, I'm gonna be, posting, different videos that I've recorded, from live musics, the food, the traffic, and interviewing people, walking with lions, taking boat trips. I mean, it's amazing. I'm gonna open your eyes to that, so you see it, instead of people just taking you, taking you to some remote area to squeeze money out of you. And I want to give a shout out to Happy Companion also, for being a great host. People, Happy Companion, he's a cool guy. I want to thank him for being a great host, while I was there. But people, until next time, I will leave you guys and join me tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, Luna y papá, entre más lejos, más feliz. Era un veneno y lo bebí. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Siempre sé la peli esa actriz, pero ya vamos llegando al fin. Yeah, yeah. Somos felices a distancia, ya no aguanto tu fragancia. Tú no haré consecuencias.